Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will score. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any pack.
And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Following the interception, Young. And Ellington has it, middle of the field. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A nice gain at 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Here's Steve Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Young now. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that. And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to throw. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
10.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. George Kittle, 74 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down.
No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Steve Young. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And a penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ezekiel Ansah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Over. Gun.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
23 yards on the play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Young eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Young. Caught. It's Ellington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To the air once more. Young flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Young will set to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Stafford here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Young being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jackson now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Hot. Over.
Young working out of the gun. Airing it out deep for Woods. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Young on 3rd and 2. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
And now Young here throwing another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
180.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Kevin Green not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A 1st down throw for Young. A dump down to McKinnon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do it?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Kevin Green in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Deshaun Jackson, 97 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Jackson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out now come the Legends. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Steve Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Young. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They go play action here on 1st down. Right side, caught by Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll throw again. Young. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Young on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, tag 53. 22.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to not.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed. Did wind to the left. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Leopard!
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Leopard!
with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And Young's going to throw it here. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Young. Right side complete. That's Woods. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah.
I just hit the bottom line for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA, I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We won't back in. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah. Hey. Okay. Pocket through big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, and myself, man. They need a new hope, deliver new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus C-dip. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this behind the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me, too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Watching now, Barney.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Henry, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now, on fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, it's Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts. And off he goes.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Hot! Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Play, 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 play.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Spins past him. A dump underneath to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
A give to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break up? Just because you're breaking break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rasmussen completes it to Lee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Rasmussen. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, Rasmussen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll pitch it out to Jones. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Detroit!
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
The final shot before break. Rasmussen over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Buccaneer. Chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
They'll set up to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check. 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 Let's go. Motion. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Jones. Eluding the tackle. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rasmussen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
first down. Rasmussen, that's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a handoff to Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Gone! Set! 319! 319!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On 1st down, Rasmussen. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 23 yards on the play.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Rasmussen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A big run there by Jones. 63 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Check four. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rasmussen. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, he sheds himself free. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
No, check, Patriot.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bucks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now let's go! Green 39! Hot! Gun! Detroit!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go. 319! All right, now look at 56.
Off play action. Rasmussen goes underneath for Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Rasmussen. Quick hitter here is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
Again to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Falcons are going to win the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by